So I'm doing the test run. All the power is on inside every outlet, every receptacle, every light, every receptacle is on. Input is from here because this is the extra battery. I don't have solar panels up yet because, I mean, think about it. Anyways, I'll be putting those up once I get here. I have two portable ones, but I'm not putting those out. You can see we're pushing anywhere from 1700 to 1800 watts output. So the input is bringing in enough to keep it replenishes pretty much. I mean, yeah, it says 4 hours on that battery, but over here we have a full battery, which is 100% or so, but it's drawing. See what I mean? So having an extra battery and one more of those devices, we can actually bootleg it to where it has what do you call it, 220 volts, so I can run a 30 amp stove. Other than that, but most of that stuff is the two computers use a lot of wattage, so probably 1,000 of that watts or a little bit more is the computers. Everything else, I mean, we could work on laptops and it would go down, way down, because laptops charge as well, so we could run off battery on laptop. So anyways, yeah, doing a test, see how well it works. This is a 30 amp extension cord, basically. 30 amp runs around. I have it branched into this 50 amp cord. See, so it's called a dog bone, where you go from 30 to 50, 50 into here. So that's going into our transfer switch, which is a Gentran. And I'll show you here in a moment how that works. So, and in here, I have everything on generator. So as you can see, I can go off, turn it completely off, or go on the grid. So, but we're doing a good test to see how well these batteries last. Just receptacles and lights. And the cool thing is everything is powered. That's 110 volt. As you can hear, that's the pressure tank. We're pressurizing this heater, maciator, this guy here, which is a infrared filter. That's the pump down at the well house. And this here, I don't know where I can see the light. There's a light somewhere in here. I could tell it's on. There it is. It's somewhere in there. We get there. Somewhere on this side, right there. So you can see it when it's dark in here. So we have hot water. Everything's working, so that's on solar power. That's the power banks. So the goal is getting another, plus this works, our deep freezer, our fridge freezer upstairs. And you see all lights work. Even the lights outside. Wow. Those are solar. That's solar. That's solar. All this is solar. Except one of these is hardwire, which is that one. Sounds like a little mini server. So, but yeah. So what I'll end up doing is boring a hole, putting a grommet in there so I can run this through, or a hatch. I think I'll do a hatch of some sort, so that way I want to put something where like you hang a hose on the side of a house. Do the same thing with these cords. So, and have that cord in as well. So everything works. Even that would work, which is a mini split heat pump slash air condition dehumidifier fan. So cool. So I'm gonna let that run for a couple hours and come back and take a look. So it's all testing. What I'll probably do is go in there and shut my computer off and test it and come back out. So I turn my computer off. So we're looking about 100 watts an hour off, which doesn't seem right, but her computer's still on, so we'll test it. So the biggest power consumption we narrowed down was 100 watts. Actually, it bumped up to 2400. So I don't know what it's doing and what's drawing so much power. But at an idle speed, or at an idle, it was 1,000 kilowatts an hour. So the output from here is almost 1,600 over to there, because this is drawing so much. Something's drawing, and I know she turned on all her tabs and everything else on her computer. But it was sitting at an idle once we narrowed it down to 1,000 watts an hour. Then we got it down to 800, and that's turning off our computers. The other energy sucker is this infrared filter. So I'll plug that back in. And that keeps hot all the time, 8 gallons of hot water, which gives us 15-minute showers. Like I said, everything is switched over. And here's one of my extensions, which I have more out there, actually. I pretty much unplugged all my power tools, always. You know, like this, so it doesn't draw energy. The bench, bandsaw, the sander, I always unplug them. The only thing that keeps going would be something like this, which is barely using a watt, unless you put a battery in there to charge, then it goes up. So just trying to conserve energy. Because the cool thing is, we'd be able to keep everything powered on for at least for what we have. We'd be powered on for almost 4 days off of those. So is what I'm reading. I mean, the other thing I have is a heater in there. So, and the other thing is our Starlink satellite dish stays heating during the winter. So our dish that heats up during the winter, so that way ice and stuff don't build up, or snow stays on it, because it's a laser beam, actually. Yeah, we got it. We're figuring it out.